getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the punting team is on the field. Do they know that it's first down? Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. Can he make it? The returner tackled right there. That's where they start the drive. The Tulsa offense back out there. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's got his man wide open. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tulsa.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Banks. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Golden Hurricanes offense back on the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Game moves to the 35, first down again. They're going to run it. Breaks loose at the 45. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You first open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First and 10 now for the offense. Here comes a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they're trying to get everybody on the same page here.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
That's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Flames offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And the Flames will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That completion sets up a second down play. Looking to chuck it again. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The gain makes it second and medium. He hands it off from the gun. Makes a nice move there. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. He pulls it in for a big gain. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Flames.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Automatic on the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. Tulsa offense back on the field now. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Going with the old counter run here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. When they try to get the counter play to the edge curve, we see this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counter play. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of the defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has. It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Makes a quick catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. Everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long, and here This back is having a big day.
Fine for the touchdown on the right side. Touchdown, Tulsa. Still no answer for this offense.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Liberty's offense retakes the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So a new set of downs to work with after the roughing the passer penalty on third down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And he will score. Touchdown, Liberty. The offense still out there. We're going for two here. Send the back in motion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he fields it inside the 15. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. Here comes the Tulsa offense back out there. Reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First play of the drive, he looks left for completion. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. Defense takes their third and final time out of the half. Talk strategy.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
The game makes it second and medium. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Receiver in motion now. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. We'll see what he can do with the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Comes the Liberty offense back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Hit as he gets the pass away. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. What did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Handoff running right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes a quick grab. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Some hard running there through a tackle. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
And the extra point makes it a 20-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Flames offense back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Grab down the middle. It's Banks.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Slides a quick throw. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it deep. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. And I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's going to take another shot right here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The Flames will line up to punt it away. With the return, it's Green. And he's got some space here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's found some room at the 45. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Flames will kick this away to begin the second half. Bringing it out. It's Green. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play with good coverage that time. Golden Hurricanes offense back on the field now. To start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. It's automatic.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks loose at the 45. North out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Ball handed off.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Second down after that previous play. And the tailback's got it again. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain. Just pounding away for another big gain, Kirk. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
And the same runner's got it again. Touchdown, Tulsa. This one is gaining ugly. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Liberty's offense retakes the field now. They came up empty in the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick six. Takeaway and the touchdown. That is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. Here comes the Liberty offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And here comes a deep shot. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. Defensive backs have their eyes on the ball. They're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And out comes the offense set to take over here. Keeping it on the ground here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tulsa. And the route is on.
All week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Flames offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in the national title would have been must-see TV. But, man, this defense, they have won that battle the entire game, and they enjoy a nice lead because of that.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Pressure is coming. He's hit just before the throw, and is intercepted.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. We're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The Tulsa offense back on the field now. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance, so throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Here we go. Ready.
And there's the handoff. Fights off a defender. And that run produces a decent gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. You got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
Coming to the line, they might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's York. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
42 Spiders.
Takes the handoff on the counter play. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Motion now from the tight end. The back's got it. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone.
Get set, get set. Ready.
Gives it to the back. Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Right after, up and good. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Liberty's offense retakes the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Let's it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Now, again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for the wideout. He's picked for a third time tonight. Not a long return, but the important thing that they wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here comes the Tulsa offense back out there. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Same tailback, another carry. Jukes to get past a man. Tackle, but forced down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
On the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. So penalty on the defense moves the offense 5 yards closer. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Let's go.
The shotgun handoff here. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Picks him about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
And the quarterback just kneels down.
Well, this is the risk you take as a play caller. So often people want to try to go for it on fourth down, but you got to be careful. As you see right here, the defense makes the play to get the ball back themselves.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. first and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Banks. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Here we go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. The Flames will send the punt team onto the field. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. This will be down just outside the opponent's 45. The job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the offense just takes a knee here. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes.